Hiya, my name's Andy and welcome back to the channel. So we're about to jump into episode 4 of season 2 of House of the Dragon. Now before we do, there is a couple of things I just wanted to mention from the last episode. Mostly just stuff that I picked up in edits and I may not have mentioned like during my actual reaction. I mean, it's nothing major. I mean, like I say it's nothing major. Like one of the things was Daemon's vision that he had when he was in Harrenhal. I'm not sure why I didn't mention it in the recap. I think it was just because there was kind of other stuff that was on my mind by the end of the episode. I hadn't written any notes, so I'd completely forgotten about it. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say about it at this point, but it just seemed like quite a big thing to not mention in the recap. So I'm just kind of mentioning it now just so that you know that I wasn't asleep during that part of the episode last week. But no, the other thing, and it may be nothing, but when I was editing, I did notice that there were several like top-down shots onto a circular table of some sort. So like it happened in 3 very different locations. One of them was at the Black Council when Rhaenyra's lot were kind of standing around the table and discussing whether they should go to war or not. There was a top-down shot of this, you know, it was, you could see the circular table in the middle and then there was kind of people stood around the edge. And I think there were candles as well on the table. And then the second shot that I noticed was at Harrenhal when Daemon was having dinner with the strong guy. Not the strong guy, but the guy called Strong. Again, we had a top-down shot, circular table, candles. And then the last one that I remember seeing, I can't remember if there was another one or not, and I just didn't write it down. But the last one was in the sept at the end with Rhaenyra and Alicent. Again, it was after Alicent left, but it was a top-down shot, circular table with all the candles. And it just struck me as being odd. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if it was some sort of like artistic thing that the director was doing or if there is something we should be drawing from that. I just thought it was quite interesting. So if any of you have any thoughts on that, do chuck them in the comments below. Obviously not if it's pertaining to something later on in the story that could potentially spoil people. So obviously no, don't do that. But if it's something quite cool or if it's a little Easter egg or something or what have you, then yes, do comment below. Because I love just stuff like that, like Easter eggs and lore and things. But anyway, I am absolutely waffling, so we are going to jump into this week's episode. This is House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 4. There is also another thing that I've realised, or kind of half remembered, since watching the last episode, is like the Hugh guy, the blacksmith, and the guy on Driftmark. I'm now realising who they are. Or suspecting who they are. I'm pretty sure, because I definitely recognised the names when I heard them, but I couldn't kind of place what role they had in the story, but I'm pretty sure I know now. But I won't say it here. I don't want to spoil anyone. I don't remember details about what they do or anything, but I do kind of remember the sort of role they play, if you will. I'm nervous. Where is this? Dragonstone? The Red Keep? Is he still having visions?
What? I can't understand. Speak plainly.
Good grief.
There's been a raven. As I said, there's been a raven. Aegon's army departed King's Landing a fortnight ago.
God, I did not expect that. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Sir Kristen's army, now tripled in strength, might have Harrenhal as its destination, even if you can raise a host of rivermen. It will not be ready in time to face him.
Let's see what your Lord Paramount is made of.
My prince, my grace.
Lord Grover is looking more hale and healthy than I expected.
This is Sir Oscar Tully. He is heir to Riverrun and the future Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
How fares your grandsire?
He lies in a kind of waking sleep.
So he's alive.
Yes. Gods be good.
Well, my time is short and I have need of an army. Perhaps you might place a feather pillow over his head and speed along your inheritance.
I love my grandsire.
Are you here to speak with your grandsire's voice for House Tully in the Riverlands?
While he still lives? That is not our way.
Then you're of no use to me. I can see why the Blackwoods and the Brackens did not fear to start a war beneath the nose of their liege lords. House Tully is a fish with no head.
It's a fair point. I mean, I know he obviously shouldn't have to smother his grandfather or anything, but, like, in that situation when the guy in control cannot fucking do anything because he's, like, not conscious, it does beg the question that you need somebody else in charge.
And you are Alan?
Yes, Princess.
I'm given to understand my lord husband owes you his life. But I was not told his saviour was so comely.
Berenice. Is your work finished? No, my lord.
He was the sailor who plucked you from your watery grave.
Yes.
You did not think to mention it.
I did not think it relevant.
I know who he is, Corliss.
Oh.
He saved his lord's life. He should be raised up and honoured, not hidden beneath the tides.
This bastard.
I came to tell you that Baylor has called me to Dragonstone.
Baylor.
That councillor's going to dine on her and Jace for supper. They grow restless in Rhaenyra's absence.
Where has that woman gone?
I suspect to try and draw us all back from the abyss.
When I said earlier that I knew who the two people were, I had actually forgotten who they technically were, if that makes sense. I'm gonna shut up. I'll talk about it at the end.
Good morrow, Grand Maester.
As requested. I brewed it myself.
Oh.
Grand Maester, tell me, do you believe Viserys wanted Aegon to succeed him?
That's a barbed question.
His Grace never raised the matter with me.
So she's not 100% put together what happened, but I think she's beginning to suspect then. With the misunderstanding, I mean. I've been having a little bit too much fun with Kristen. Wouldn't want to turn out a couple of bastards like Rhaenyra.
Sir Criston Cole's host has taken to exploiting the tree cover. He now only travels by night.
And what is Cole's heading?
It is difficult to say, but there were signs of an army moving northwest.
You should have burned them when you had the chance.
Perhaps you can, Sir Alfred, when you next sight them on your dragon.
We know that Cole possesses a host that is growing in strength.
Jace's outfit is really cool.
We could perhaps act if only we had a host of our own, or someone here to lead us.
Mind your tongue, Sir Alfred.
This council is rudderless.
I'm doing my best to steer it, Sir Alfred.
The Queen did not name you Hand. It is her voice and that of the King Consort, but they are gone.
What has come of this council?
Yes.
My lord.
Our enemy is on the march. Is there naught to be done in the absence of the Queen but to grouse and claw for power?
We do not know the Queen's doings, but we must trust that she seeks the same as each of us at this table, an end to this conflict.
Pretty sure none of them seek an end to the conflict, honestly.
All who bend the knee to the true King Aegon will be spared. You can earn back your honor by raising his banner and fighting against the Whore of Dragonstone.
The Whore of Dragonstone. F*** off, Kristen.
Good morrow, Lord Darkly.
Is there no honor left in this world, Cole? Kingmaker. You're not fit for the White Cloak.
Agree on that.
This is a better death than a traitor deserves. You should thank me for it. We'll lead the van northeast. Follow the coastline.
Harrenhal is to the west.
Indeed it is.
Daemon, of all people, has taken Harrenhal. It's your fucking castle!
That castle is more crippled than I am, Your Grace. As Harrenhal saps Daemon's resolve, the false queen remains trapped on her island, and Sir Criston continues felling castles in the Crown Lands.
I need to be informed of these things. I will not be made to look a fool in front of my allies and enemies.
Harrenhal must wait. Sir Criston is marching on Rook's Rest.
A pathetic prize. I gave no such
The castle
command.
is small, weakly defended, and Lord Staunton sits on Rhaenyra's council.
No. Have him turn about. I want Harrenhal back.
Cole is already preparing his attack. He sent word to me.
To you? The
Okay.
two of you have been plotting without my authority.
Galmaus nehortami repagonai bevoles. Audli non gieri, Jumpy.
Luke Coston Bivilus. Segiton Bilivazni.
He's obviously not quite as fluent in Valyrian then.
Harrenhal is a useful morass. It will keep Daemon well occupied while we strengthen our host and weaken Rhaenyra's support on the mainland. We will deal with it in the Riverlands in time. But right now, Rook's Rest is an easy target and a worthy effort. Don't you agree?
That's quite good, because even though Criston isn't necessarily well versed in strategy and stuff, Aemond is. So Aemond is effectively the hand of the king.
I did not know you shared your lord husband's love for the histories.
If not his love, then certainly an abiding interest.
Oh.
The voices of history guided Viserys.
Do you think that is why he changed his mind? No matter how suited he thought Rhaenyra for the crown, the voices of history would have told him how the realm would react to her
It's
succession.
impossible to know what steered his thoughts in those final hours.
Do you now doubt his intentions?
Rhaenyra's supporters will believe what they wish, and so will Aegon's. Many will die. The significance of Viserys' intentions died with him.
Yes, it did.
I just got goosebumps. That is a very true point, isn't it? Because it doesn't actually matter now. Yeah, Daemon needs to get out of here. This is obviously another dream, isn't it? I say obviously, I don't know, but... Oh.
It's a touch late to be stalking about a strange castle putting its people to the sword. I'm called Alice.
Strong?
Rivers.
Bastard. So what are you then? Some kind of maester?
In a manner of speaking. How are you settling in? Sleep can be thin in this place.
What would you know of my sleep?
Harrenhal's been cursed since its first stone was laid. Black hadn't felled the grove of weirwood trees that grew on these lands. Heart trees imbued with the spirits of those who lived long before he came.
Midwife's tale.
Oh, the very bed you sleep in was made from such a heart tree. You experienced anything?
Interesting.
So you've come here after quarreling with your wife.
What?
Do you now plan to make your own claim?
Do not try me with your insolence, witch.
It's a hard thing, I imagine, to give obeisance to one who replaced you as heir. Here, drink this. You'll need your sleep if you're to win this place to your side.
I have no idea if he's dreaming or not. I'm guessing he is dreaming, okay. Maybe.
And against the crown.
Who are you?
Sir William Blackwood of House Blackwood, Your Grace, as I said.
God, he's losing it, isn't he?
What might I do for you?
It was you who summoned me, Your Grace. I was given to understand that you wanted an army. My lord bent the knee to King Viserys and acknowledged the Princess Rhaenyra as his rightful heir. I once vied for Queen Rhaenyra's hand before she wed Seleno.
Oh, that was a little boy.
And you're prepared to march without the leave of your...
Oh, Selena.
Your Grace. Once you and your dragon bring the Queen's justice, our armies will be yours.
What are you doing here?
Where are your father's books?
I ordered them removed.
With no thought to the centuries of knowledge in those pages.
She's looking for the prophecy, isn't she? Or the dream.
I removed them. I didn't burn them.
What is it?
They don't care what I think.
Who, Aegon?
My council, Cole, Aemond.
What thoughts would you have?
I'm the king.
Do you think simply wearing the crown imbues you with wisdom?
That seemed a little bit...
Those men at your council table earned their seats. It was my hope that, once enthroned, be silent and strive to learn from the more studied minds around you, in the hope that you might be half the king your father was.
Tread carefully.
Or what? You'll hang me as you did your rat catchers, or have me banished as you did your hand. I ruled in your father's absence throughout his long illness, and Otto Hightower was as cunning a statesman as ever lived. You should humbly be seeking our opinions and counsel. You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne.
What would you have me do, Mother?
Do simply what is needed of you. Nothing.
It's really... Oh, I'm gonna have to talk about that at the end. I'm writing a quick note.
To Rook's Rest!
It's broad daylight. We must hold here and ready ourselves to lay siege at nightfall.
To move now and strike by day, they will not expect it.
They will not expect it because it is fucking madness. Dragonstone and their dragons are just across the bay. What, grown tired of living, have you?
We advance.
Oh, was that Rhaenyra?
I see no other choice. We need to send a dragon.
Where?
Oh, thank God.
To support the war that your vassals have been fighting in your absence. Your Grace.
Cole's host has grown since riding abroad.
Many Darkling men declared for Aegon. Those who refused were put to the sword.
Where have you been? You vanished without so much as a word.
I apologize for my absence and the secrecy, but such was necessary. I went to King's Landing.
To what possible end?
To meet Queen Alicent and sue for peace.
You could have been taken or slain.
I inherited 80 years of peace from my father. Before I was to end it, I needed to know that there was no other path. And now I do. Only one choice remains to me. Either I win my claim, or die.
We stand at the ready.
Jesus.
Cole's victories have only emboldened him. He marches on Rook's Rest.
His host was just hours away when Lord Staunton's ravens took wing.
Why Rook's Rest? It's but a small coastal keep.
Cole knows we have no army on the mainland.
He is brazen.
He is daring us to act.
We need to send a dragon.
Shit. That's exactly what they want, isn't it, though?
There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness. Let that be their undoing. I will go.
You cannot.
I will not loose dragons to war whilst I hide here in my castle.
Our allies raise their banners for you, Mother.
Yes, they do.
If you die, all is lost. Send me.
No,
Even
you lack
raise
the
alarm.
experience.
You must send me, Your Grace. Meleys is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle. I will meet Cole.
Oh, God. I actually don't remember what happens. They could have changed it as well, so it's just... God, I want to cry. It's Aegon pretending to be a cat. I just really like Rhaenys, so I don't want anything to happen to her.
I wish only to fight for you. For your claim and mine.
There's something I need to tell you, Jace. Something I should have told you when you first became heir to the throne.
Oh.
It has passed from king to heir since Aegon the Conqueror's time.
Oh, God.
The Targaryen, who sits the Iron Throne, is not just a king or a queen. They are a protector. To unite them against a common foe. My father believed that I alone was meant to be this protector. That is why I must believe what Viserys told me when he named me his heir.
Jesus.
What is it?
Aegon the Conqueror's dream. He called it the Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, come on, we need dragons. Unless you're slaughtering Cole's people, in which case they can hang back for a little bit. Oh, come on, Rhaenys.
The seven hells with you, Cole! You may as well have sounded horns to announce our coming.
Order the Darkland levies to break off and move ahead. We must keep the dragon's attention divided. All is going to plan.
Oh, fuck, is Aemond coming in with Vhagar? Shit. Of course, most of these... I was going to say, most of these people won't have seen what dragons can do. Oh, fuck, yes, it is Vhagar. They drew the dragon so that they could use Vhagar. Fuck. As that's Aemond. Or Aegon, sorry.
Bombas! Vhagar! Sir Daor!
Shit, shit, shit. Hopefully he fucks the plan up. Shit.
Your king has joined you! Hold to your courage! Hold to your wits! Advance! Where are you, Aemond?
Angos, Merlis!
I don't care about Aegon, it's the dragon. Shit. Fuck. No.
Flank the gods! Dracarys!
Oh, Jesus.
Your grace!
Shit. I mean, I know that's good.
Angos, Merlis.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. I want my face to stop leaking. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. She needs to just go home. Fuck! I don't like this episode. Hopefully Aegon's dead. Yeah, this is what you wanted, Cole.
Aemond!
Where is His Grace?
Shit, so Aemon's king. Or will be. I'm assuming Aegon's dead. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know why it was the dragons. I mean, I love Rhaenys as well, so that was definitely a factor, but it's the dragons. I don't like dragons getting hurt. The episode in season 7 of Game of Thrones when Viserion got shot down by the Night King absolutely wrecked me for ages. And for some reason, I hadn't thought about dragons dying in this. Ooh. But shit, Rhaenys is dead. I should have seen it coming though, because some of the things she was saying to Corlys as well, it's just like, it wasn't a goodbye, but it was like, it just felt quite final somehow. That bit at the beginning when she was talking to his bastard. That was a hard episode to watch. But yeah, I did actually take some notes this time in an attempt to be organised. What I was kind of saying at the beginning about, I wasn't trying to speak in riddles with the whole, I know who those two people are with Hugh and the guy on Driftmark. Like I said, it was just literally because I don't want to spoil people that don't know or haven't read the books, but I'd remembered they were dragon seeds. I had forgotten what made them dragon seeds, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's why I was surprised with the reveal at the beginning of the episode with when Rhaenys kind of was being weird with him. But so yeah, I suppose the first thing I kind of want to talk about is Daemon at Harrenhal. I'm kind of remembering bits of it from the books, but I don't remember details. I remember him being there. And I don't remember Alice Rivers quite so much. I know she was in the books. The name definitely sounds familiar, but I'm not quite sure where that's leading. And it's frustrating to watch as well, because you want to tell, because we know what's going on. It's Harrenhal, it's the werewood stuff, but you just kind of want to tell him to get out and just go back to Rhaenyra and to stop being a knob, basically. Because he doesn't seem to be doing anything. I mean, he's there to gather armies, but he's not doing anything. And it's just really frustrating to watch, because he keeps kind of having visions and stuff, which it just seems like it's driving him mad, which it may well be. But yeah, the other thing as well was that really got to me, I mean, aside from the dragon stuff, was Alicent, the way she was treating Aegon. Like, I don't like Aegon at all. He's a dick. You know, like from season 1, we know he's just pretty much disgusting. But it doesn't surprise me. And like Alicent, the way she was talking to him, and obviously she's had her own issues as well. You know, like she said, she's lost Viserys, she's lost a grandchild. There's a lot of stress. She was ruling, now she's not. And she's feeling guilty because of Kristen Cole and all of that stuff. And now she's realised that she's probably made a mistake by crowning Aegon because it was all a misunderstanding, which I think is why she's looking for the book. She's looking for the prince that was promised stuff. But the way she was talking to Aegon and basically telling him that he was a shit king, which he is. But what the fuck was she expecting? He has been told his whole life that Rhaenyra is king. And no, she's not king at all, she's queen. He's been told his whole life that Rhaenyra is the heir. And yes, Alicent has probably told him that he needs to prepare to fight her and stuff, you know, if ever that happens and things like that. But he's obviously never taken it seriously, and why would he? Because his dad, the king, has never looked like he's going to change his mind. And so, like, literally overnight, his life has changed. He's gone from this kid who doesn't care about anything because he doesn't need to suddenly having to rule the Seven Kingdoms. And Alicent is sat there wondering why he doesn't know what to do. And yeah, maybe he should sit there and listen to the people that know better than him. But he hasn't been told that. He's not been given any example. Do you know what I mean? And it just feels a little bit fucking shitty to just dump all that on him. And he's obviously... I mean, I like I said, I don't like him. He's probably dead now. And he was a shit king. But he didn't know any better. It felt more like... I know some people might... And I probably did as well at the beginning, compared him to Joffrey. Which I think is very unfair, because Joffrey was cruel. And I don't think Aegon is. I think Aegon is just very, very... He doesn't know any better. Nobody's shown him anything. Do you know what I mean? And it's... Yeah. It just pissed me off a bit, the way Alicent was just goading him like that. And it was just like... That's your son, who you have literally raised like that. And I know Aemond is obviously quite different. But then Aemond was kind of picked on, so you kind of wonder if he kind of learned from that in some ways. Whereas Aegon was perhaps given everything and... Yeah, it's just very spoiled. But anyway, I will stop ranting about that now. It was just something I had to get off my chest, because I actually felt quite sorry for Aegon in a lot of those scenes. And I suppose one of the other things that kind of did kind of strike me during that episode as well is like the bit at the end when he came in on Vhagar. I mean, it was a good move, I suppose, wasn't it? Like from Cole and Aemond to draw a dragon into the fight so that they would then have a reason to use Vhagar. That was very good. But no, the bit after he killed Rhaenys, or he killed Meleys, and then obviously Rhaenys fell to her death. Sorry, that's gonna make me cry again. God. The rest of the season is gonna be really difficult to watch if they keep doing this. But no, the bit that I noticed as well is after that happened, and Aemond, the look he gave, like he looked over his shoulder, and obviously having just done the thing, and it just felt very reminiscent of what he did to Luke, except the expression on his face was very different this time. Like with Luke, he obviously didn't mean to do it, it was an accident, whereas this time he absolutely did mean to do it. And I just thought that callback to the end of season 1 was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't, because he's killed Rhaenys, but God. Yeah, oh my God, the rest I hope there's no more, I was going to say I hope there's no more dragon fights. There's going to be dragon fights, isn't there? God. I must stop thinking about dragon fights. It's fine. So I'm going to try and wrap this video up, because I can't breathe through my nose. And I'm going to keep crying if I keep thinking about dragons. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.